Thank you so much for joining us here today. My name is Christine, and this is a practice live with the group from Breast Friends in Tigard, Oregon. The link to their organization is in the description box below. If you or anyone you know of could benefit from them, feel free to explore a little farther. And if you are benefiting from these practices, you might like to subscribe, or perhaps pass it on to somebody else you think might find that, oh, that's, might find that helpful. I put my own hand up. I thought one of you had put your hands up, but that's what I did when clicked on. All right, here we go. Now, once more from the top. Thank you so much for joining us here today for this live practice with Breast Friends, an organization in Tigard, Oregon, whose link is below. We are going to practice from a chair today, but I will give options for standing if you like. And in fact, let's go ahead and stand if you're able. If you want to stick in your chair, you can. Otherwise, press into your feet and just reach your arms up overhead and take a big full body stretch. I don't know about you, but I have been sitting a lot today, all week really. And we're just gonna reach one hand and another up towards the sky. And if this feels uncomfortable for your shoulders or your arms in general, you can simply keep the arms down and bring them up as much as feels good to you. Just feeling into your body, reaching up, pressing down into your feet, lifting your heart. And maybe just taking your head gently from side to side. One more nice big stretch. You might take your hands to your low back and push your hips forward. Hug your shoulder blades in towards the midline. And then we can go ahead and have a seat. Bring your feet down to the ground. Feel your toes touching the floor. Feel your heels touching the floor. And begin to come inward. Invite yourself to let go of thoughts and plans and really feel the bottoms of your feet. Just redirecting your attention to your physical experience. Just noticing what the bottoms of your feet are feeling like. And then bring your attention to the palms of your hands, closing your eyes if that helps you to focus. You might notice a little sense of energy, tingling. Maybe your hands are cold or warm. Just letting yourself come back home to your body. And whatever that body looks like or feels like today, you may have areas of discomfort, maybe even areas of pain. And I invite you to close your eyes or soften your gaze and just direct your attention to one area that maybe isn't feeling 100% today. And you might notice yourself feeling a certain way about that area. Maybe you feel distress. Maybe you feel bothered by it. Maybe you just want it to go away or stop. But instead, I invite you to turn your inner focus to that area, whether that's your shoulder or your low back or your hands, whatever it might be. And just offer it a little bit of compassion. Compassion being that combination of love as well as the desire to decrease suffering. So you love this body part and you want to help it to decrease its suffering. And full of compassion for yourself and for any other parts, physical, emotional, or mental, that are asking for your attention. Just one more minute here. Just offering yourself compassion and attention. And then begin to breathe into those areas. Maybe you're feeling sad today, so you might breathe into your heart. Maybe your low back is hurting, so you might imagine or visualize the expansion of your breath there as you inhale. And invite it to soften as you exhale. Maybe your discomfort is in your shoulders or your armpits. And you might imagine yourself breathing up into the upper regions of the heart, the chest, even behind the shoulder blades. Letting it soften gently as you exhale. Breathing love and compassion into all the parts of your body. 3 more breaths here, just sending love and compassion to every cell. And then you might like to bat your eyes open, and with your next in-breath, we're just going to shrug the shoulders up towards the ears. And with the next out-breath, we're just going to bring them back down. Lengthen the back of the neck as you shrug the shoulders up. And keep that chin tucked as you lower them down. Just a few more times, drawing the shoulders up and then down, up and then down, very gently, very softly, not going to your full range of motion necessarily. And then the next time we invite those shoulders up, we'll loop them back and down, causing the heart to lift, and turn the palms up in the lap. Let your elbows and your forearms be heavy. Re-tuck that chin, find length in the back of the neck. And begin to notice your breath right at the tip of your nose. Maybe closing your eyes again. And then let's find just a little bit of movement here. Let's inhale, reach those hands forward, turn the palms down, and bring those fingertips down to the ground. Just kind of bending those hands back so that you're sort of pointing at your torso with all 10 fingers, stretching across the tops of the arms. Couple breaths here. And then we'll release and let that go. We'll bring the hands to the sides of the chair, or the arms if you have arms, and scoot as far forward as you can while still feeling safe and stable. And we're going to extend both legs out nice and long. I'm going to move myself back a little farther. There we go. Both legs are out nice and long. Hands holding on for stability, or maybe you have your hands at your heart if you feel stable here. Just gonna point those toes and then flex them up to the sky. Point the toes and flex them up. Point the toes and flex them up. Give those toes a little bit of a wiggle. And then we'll make some circles in one direction, keeping the feet parallel. Just getting a little bit of healthy movement in the legs, the ankles, all the little bones of the feet. And then we'll reverse those circles. You might hear some noises coming from my ankles. And then again, we'll press the heels away, lift the toes up towards the sky. And then we'll bring those feet right back under the knees once again. Just sitting up nice and tall here. Take a moment just to notice the bottoms of the feet again, to bring yourself into the present moment. And then let's extend that left leg out nice and long. Bring your right hand to the back of the chair over near your right hip. And just bend that right elbow a little bit to find some length in the left side of the body. Keep your chin tucked to keep your neck nice and safe. And you might bend and straighten that right elbow a little bit, just getting a little bit of movement in that left hip. And if it feels good to you, you might reach your left arm forward, or maybe bring it all the way up alongside your left ear. You could tap those left fingertips toward your knee and then reach up nice and long. Couple more here. And the next time you're at full extension, whatever that looks like to you, we're just gonna stay here and reach, arm up or down. And if you like, you could press your right hand and foot into the chair and the floor and lift your hips up from the chair. Just pressing those hips up towards the sky. One more breath wherever you are. And then we'll exhale to lower down. We'll just bring that left foot right back underneath the left knee and send the right leg out long. Let's bring that left hand back behind the left hip, and we're just gonna bend and straighten that left elbow a bit. You can just bring that right hand along for the ride, letting it drag across your thigh. Or maybe you begin to reach it out or up. Just getting into the hips a little bit. Finding a little dynamic movement here. Maybe reaching your fingertips all the way down and all the way back up. Couple more times, whatever movement is working for you today. And then we'll find whatever full extension looks like for you. And we'll stay right here, keeping the neck long, or maybe press into the left hand and the left foot and lift the hips up towards the sky. 2 breaths wherever you are. And then we'll exhale to lower down, bring that foot back under the knee again, and then we'll take the feet out a little bit wider, coming to a nice wide stance here. Inhale to lift your heart up towards the sky, take a little bit of a back bend. And then we'll exhale, round the spine back and draw the crown of the head forward. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the gaze, squeeze the shoulder blades towards one another. And then exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Couple more right here. Keeping your attention on your breath and your body. And then we'll inhale back to that tall spine. exhale, bend forward any amount, just until you feel some sensation in the low back, maybe in the hips. You might keep your hands resting on top of your thighs, or maybe come down to your elbows. You could interlace your fingers here or take prayer hands if you like. And just kind of gently press those forearms to your thighs as you lengthen the back of the skull away from your tailbone and keep your tailbone nice and grounded here. Just really decompressing the spine. Couple breaths here. And then if you're okay with getting in a little bit of a twist, you might turn to look to your left and bring your left hand to the top of that right or left thigh and just twist over towards the left, any amount. Whether you're down on the forearms or down on the hands. One more big breath here. Breathe into the low back. And then we'll exhale to come back to center and take the twist on the right. Just gentle leverage, pressing that right hand to the right thigh. Drawing that right shoulder back and down. Keeping the neck nice and long. Couple more breaths right here. One last inhale here on the right. And then we'll exhale to come back to center. Hands or elbows to the tops of the thighs. Just a gentle cat and cow here. Inhale to draw the heart forward. Exhale to draw the chin to the chest and round the spine. If you're down on your forearms, this will be a little bit more focused in the upper back. And then the next time you find yourself rounded into cat, we'll all bring the hands to the tops of the thighs and just roll up one vertebra at a time, rolling the shoulders up and back and down. And bringing those feet and knees back to parallel again. Just taking a moment here to check in with yourself, to feel your feet on the ground, to notice any thoughts that are coming up for you, and to invite yourself to come back into your present experience. And then let's inhale to reach the arms out as wide as feels good to you. And then we're going to exhale and draw the right arm across the heart and hug it in with your left palm. Let that right shoulder come down and back. We're not twisting here towards the right, which is the tendency. We want to keep the shoulders and the hips square and the spine long and centered. And we're just hugging that right shoulder in towards the body. If you like, you can take your left fingertips and give yourself a little bit of a massage here. Maybe a little pat. There, shoulder. I'm here for you. And as you inhale, really focus on expanding the upper back. As you exhale, think about lengthening the back of the neck and softening the body. One more big breath here. And then use your next inhale to open up the arms again. And then exhale to draw the left arm across the heart, hugging that left shoulder in. Maybe finding some pats or massages as you keep those shoulders square and your neck nice and long, pressing into both feet. Nice and tall here. Just with tenderness, with love. And then we'll inhale to open up. Exhale, bring your hands behind you, interlace your fingers. You might draw your fingers down towards your chair, squeeze your shoulder blades together, and lift your gaze up towards the sky. You could rock your head gently from side to side. Just noticing what's happening in the throat, the jaw, the sides of the neck. Sometimes we can have a pinched nerve or some hitched up fascia or a sore muscle in the neck, and that can travel down into the shoulder, the arm. One more inhale here. Well, exhale, bring the chin level to the ground, release the hands, and then one more time, interlace those fingers, but this time bring your non-dominant thumb on top. You could stay seated here, lifting the heart, or if you'd like, you can press into your feet, stand tall, draw those knuckles down towards the ground, and lift your heart up towards the sky. Press the hips forward a bit if you're standing. Couple more breaths wherever you are. And then we'll exhale to release. And we'll come back to center. Feel your feet on the ground again. Rest your palms on your lap. We're going to do a little pranayama, a little breathing practice called Brahmari breath, which is bee breath. So it's a humming or buzzing sound. I think we've done this before in this class. We're just going to bring one hand and then the other over the heart, if that's comfortable for you. Or you might like to hook your hands on the tops of your shoulders here. Whatever feels right. And if keeping your hands in your lap, palm up or down is what's going on best for you today, then by all means take that. We're just going to inhale here. And as we exhale, we'll close the lips and hum. And as you hum that breath, really focus on what's happening at the base of your throat, maybe in the back of your throat. Feel any vibration that's happening under your hands or out into your shoulders, down into your chest, or maybe all the way up into your brain. Just noticing where you feel those vibrations. We'll take an inhale through the nose here together to prepare. And as we exhale, we'll keep the lips closed and gently hum. And at the end, just let the quiet be. Taking a couple regular breaths here. And again, inhale through the nose with the eyes closed if you can, or soft if not. Take an inhale and exhale to hum. Come back to your regular breath. Notice the quality of your thoughts, the quality of your breath. And as you inhale again, really fill up the belly, the chest, the rib cage with breath. And as you exhale, let your shoulders soften, your jaw soften, and every bit of your attention come back to that vibration. Let's do that 2 more times in your own timing. Mm. When you've found those 2 breaths, release your hands to your lap if they're not there already. And just let yourself continue to be with the softness, with the quiet, with the reverberations of the breath. And then we'll blink those eyes open again, lengthen the back of the neck. Bring your left hand over the right hand on top of that right thigh. And we're just going to twist to the left a little bit, feeling a little bit of a stretch in the left shoulder, the left side body. And then we'll turn back to center, left hand to left thigh, right hand to left hand, and twist to the right. Maybe looking back over that right shoulder. And we'll come back to center, right hand on the right thigh, left hand on the right hand. We'll twist to look left again. Keep the shoulder back and just take your gaze to look to the right. So the left shoulder is twisting to the left and the gaze is looking to the right. One more inhale here. Exhale back to center and one more time switch. Left hand, left thigh, right hand to left hand. Twist that right shoulder back towards the right and then turn to look to the left. Maybe tucking that chin a little bit more to find length in the back of the neck. One more inhale here. And then we'll exhale, come back to center. And here we'll just release the hands, shake out the arms. Lift the right foot, shake out the right leg. Lift the left foot, shake out the left leg. And then maybe tap both feet on the ground. Give yourself a little more vibration, really feeling the impact without hurting yourself or distressing your downstairs neighbors. And then we'll bring both feet to the ground. Bring the palms to the thighs. Lengthen through the back of the neck. And come back to your breath. Just noticing the quality of your thoughts, how you feel in your body, and cultivating once again that sense of self-compassion. Just wanting to compassionately and lovingly help yourself to find a little relief. Thank you so much for practicing here with us today. If you like to bring your hands to your heart, you might bow your head down towards yourself in respect and reverence for your journey, for everything that has brought you here today, and for respect and reverence for everyone who's practiced here with you today and anyone else you meet along your way. Namaste.